Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 3-in-1 video for you guys. I know you love these, so today is going to be the Pastel Goth Palette by Kat Von D Beauty. This palette is limited edition. It's so cute. So I'm just going to get to swatching it for you guys, and then you can see how I achieved this look if you keep watching. And my review is at the end of the video. So first of all, the packaging is super cute. You get this like hand-drawn font, which is dripping, and all the pastel colors. These are all the shades that are in the palette. Open it up, there's a mirror which has like drips down it as well, if you can see that. And there are your shadow colors. They're all matte, the whole palette is matte. So you get this yellow called Star, this little orange Clementine, this fuchsia called Meow, this kind of periwinkle purpley blue called Dope, this bright turquoise called Doom, this green called Gloom, this gray green called Dagger, and then a stark white called Skull. Alright, let's do the first three. So first of all, from finger swatches, you can see that they are pretty pigmented, except for this purple is not really wanting to work. But yeah, so I will swatch these here. Alright, so kind of hard to see because my camera, but this is Star, Clementine, and Meow. The formula is very kind of chalky but very creamy. It's really weird. But yeah, so those are the first three. Now let's do the next three. So this is Dope, Doom, and Gloom. And let's just see. Okay, so Dope, Doom, and Gloom. Again, very, very pigmented colors. Kat Von D's formulas are usually very, very consistent. So this is the same kind of formula you would get in the Shade and Light palette. And the last ones I'm going to swatch are Dagger and Skull on my pinky. So that's Dagger there. And this stark white. Look at that white, guys. That's crazy pigmented white. So we'll just go right down here towards the elbow. So Dagger and Skull. So there is the entire palette. You guys can see how crazy pigmented these are. The colors are so beautiful and they're so easily blendable. They're kind of chalky but kind of creamy. They're very vibrant colors, but they're not they're kind of still pastel. It's a very weird kind of tone to the colors. So if you want to see how I achieved this look using the Pastel Goth palette, just keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to start by taking a packing brush and take the shade Skull, which is this really nice white matte, and I'm just going to apply that to my eyelid as a base.
Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
So there's not really a transition shade in this palette. So I'm just going to go straight into the shade Dagger, which is this kind of like greenish gray. And I'm just going to try and lightly apply that to the crease. And I'm using this Morphe M441.
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher and higher. We can go until the morning glow. We can go higher and higher. Before I was found, I felt like I could drain the ocean.
Then I'm just taking a fluffy brush with nothing on it just to continue blending out the edges.
And my soul beats the sound loud enough to quiet.
So with the same crease brush that I just used, I'm going to take the shade Gloom, which is this really pretty kind of pastel sage green, I guess. And I'm just going to go right below where we did the gray. And then I'm just going to blend those two colors together. So then with a packer brush, again, I'm going to take the shade Dope, which is this kind of periwinkle purpley blue. And I'm going to tap that onto the eyelid. And then I'm just going to go in and blend again. So then I'm just going to take a bit more dagger on this fluffy brush and just go back in and blend everything together.
Our feet on the ground and we will talk with our head in the clouds and we will.
Okay, and then on this little Kylie brush, I'm going to take Gloom again and just really push this into the crease so it's nice and green. And then just continue blending. On a very small dense brush, so I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush, I'm just going to take the shade Doom, which is this like super duper bright turquoisey blue, and I'm just going to apply it to the very center of the eyelid. And then I'm just going to blend those colors together.
Loving can hurt.
I'm just going to take a bit of skull on this fluffy brush and just kind of go under the brow bone to just blend everything nicely together.
When it gets hard,
I'm just applying a bit more green because that's what I want kind of the main color to be.
it is the only thing that makes us feel.
I'm going to take dagger again and apply that to the lower lash line.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing.
And then with a small kind of fluffy brush again, I'm just going to take Gloom and buff it into the lower lash line.
Inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till I can.
And then again, just blend everything together so it's nice and smooth and you can't see any of those edges. And then I'm just going to take Skull again and go underneath the brow to highlight. And in the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just going to take a little bit more of that bright turquoise because I want it to stand out a little tiny bit more. And then just blend out one last time. Alright, so this is basically my finished eye look. I don't think it looks that bad. I'm just going to apply some mascara and lipstick and then I will zoom you guys in. Alright guys, so here is the finished look using the Kat Von D Pastel Goth Palette for the first time.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken.
So now I will zoom you guys out and I will do my final thoughts. Alright guys, so this was my first attempt using the Kat Von D Pastel Goth Palette. I don't think it turned out too bad. It's not exactly what I was hoping it would look like, but I think it looks pretty nice. You guys know from my videos that I very, very rarely ever use colored eyeshadows. So basically, I very rarely wear colored eyeshadows. The most adventurous I really ever get is like kind of pinks and reds, which you see in with the Kylie Valentine's palette and the Modern Renaissance palette. Those are really the only colors that I ever adventure into. So I really wasn't planning on buying this palette just because I wasn't sure. I love the packaging. I love the colors. I just wasn't sure if I would really use it. And you know, it was limited edition, so that was very tempting as well. But basically I just kind of looked every time I was in Sephora and they never had it, so I was like, and it was always sold on the Sephora website, so I was like, well, I'm not really sure if I'll use it, so I'm just not gonna go out of my way to find it. But I was at Sephora the other day and they had like 2 left, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grab it and you know, I'm gonna force myself to use it, to get out of my comfort zone, use these colored shadows. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think the colors are kind of, it's like there's a lot of fallout. They're kind of chalky, but you can definitely get a lot of cool looks. And I think you could even just pair this with like a more subtle eye. Like you don't have to use this entire palette, just kind of for a pop of color. It would be so nice. And the colors are, it's so weird because they're not pastel colors, but they're not vibrant. Like if you look at my eyes, it's like not like so out there, like wow, like you use so many colors. But yeah, so overall I'm pretty happy with this palette. I think I didn't use all of the colors in my eyes, obviously. I just used this half of the palette there. Nope, that much of the palette. I didn't dip into these warm tone colors because that's just kind of not the look I was going for today. I didn't want to use too many colors. I paired it with a nude lip. So this is Ophelia by Kat Von D, the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. So yeah, I think that this is a really cute palette. It's limited edition and it's going to be sold out soon. So if you want to get your hands on this, do it now because you're not going to get another chance. I'm not sure exactly how much use I'm going to get of this palette, but I'm going to try and force myself to get out of my comfort zone and use it more often than I would normally use colored shadows. And let me know in the comment section below if you want to see a second look with this palette using these warm tone shades. Try out this yellow. The colors are very pigmented, very easily blendable. And the colors kind of blend together without getting like muddy or murky, which is nice. Hopefully that you enjoyed my review, swatch, and tutorial video. I know that you guys like these 3-in-1 videos that I've been doing, so I'm going to try and keep doing them for you. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button down here. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I will see you at the next one. Bye guys.